Hey, what is happening, guys? Goldie Black Ops Kid here, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be breaking down and analyzing what the Havok assault rifle that is new to Apex Legends has to offer. Now today we're going to be breaking down stats, showing you a little bit of gameplay, some wins. I've used this gun a little bit and we've gotten like 3 or 4 wins already with this bad boy. The one downside to this is it's an energy weapon. You can only stack 60 ammo on top of those, so therefore that's going to be the only downside. So besides that, it is actually a pretty damn good weapon, pretty moderate recoil. It's got the same amount of attachments as like a VK flatline. Obviously not as good as a Spitfire or Peacekeeper combo, but it is going to be something that if you happen to have energy weapons is going to be something cool. One thing I really like about this gun is that you can actually have the turbocharger hop up, which actually speeds up the assault, because it does kind of wind up here for a little bit, but it actually does do really good damage. Now, just because it spins up, it takes a little bit of time to get used to. Like as you can see in this clip right here that you're about to see, is that it takes a little bit to get spinned up, and then I also go down with it. So that's one of the downsides with the turbocharger. That changes that. It speeds it up really quick. It does a pretty constant like 18 to 20 damage on the body, 36 on the head, so it's pretty much the same damage rate as like the Hamlock or pretty much like the Spitfire. The Spitfire does like a constant 20, yeah, the recoil is really good too. As we broke it down, the recoil is like, or accuracy is about 80, and rate of fire is also 80 as well, with a DPS of 202 to about 404, depending on if you have the turbocharger add-on. Does about 75 damage per second, which is great. Crazy, actually. Range is only 65, so that's one of the difference in between that. At a maximum range, you actually hit 11 at a headshot, unless you're using the select fire, which the select fire lets you use a single bolt, which it actually is pretty insane. It does it like a sniper rifle. It's like a charge, kind of like what you would see with the choke add-on to the Peacekeeper. It works the exact same way, but it hits for an insane amount of damage. I've hit people for like 110, 120, so it's like using like the wingman with a skull crusher attachment. The one downside is that I've ran across this weapon a few different times and not forgetting it's not on single fire, and I walk up to an enemy, I'm going to go spray him with this thing on, and I just get destroyed. I do like the add-on for the single fire because it does do a lot of damage. It actually covers a lot of distance, and I will say this gun does cover quite a bit of distance even at full auto, but it has a pretty bad recoil, so you will need a pretty decent stock. It takes a standard stock, and it has a slot for sights, and it has a slot for a hop-up. That's it. It's kind of like the flatline. It only has 3 different attachments. So, like I said, does about 75 damage in about 3 shots. This thing spins up and chews through ammo really quickly. It's about the fastness of the Devastator, but it has the effectiveness as like a Spitfire. I would probably rank this gun top 2 as of right now. Next to the Spitfire, if you have a Spitfire energy combo, it has like a 0.5 or 0.4 reset change. So when you take it out or put it away and change out for another gun, it's like 0.5 seconds, which is ridiculous. It's really good. Yeah, 0.55 seconds for the holster time, which is pretty damn good. Zoom in's 0.27 seconds. We got a win there, which is great. I've gotten quite a bit of wins with this, and I'm just trying to like mess around with the attachments, trying to get used to the gun, because without a stock, it really recoils bad. And one other thing is, like I said, is the ammo type. It's actually pretty rare to find energy ammo, and if you do, it's just hard. It only has 60 to a mag. So you're going to be scrounging for ammo more than anything in the game. You know, light ammo and heavy ammo have 80 to the cap, so energy is only 60, so you're not going to be able to find tons of ammo for this. If they are in like close quarters combat, as you see in like this game clip here, I just totally mow down the competition. It's insanely good at pretty much medium to close range. It's not really intended for like 100 meters out combat or like far combat. That's mainly for like the VK flatline or the I would say like a Spitfire. The gun's not super long range, but if you have the single fire, it can do some pretty damn good damage. It's really fun. My one major downside is that it's just the ammo type is hard to find. It does a ton of damage. It has some pretty cool hop-ups. I like the single fire attachment. It's just it's difficult to work with sometimes. If a guy runs up to you with a peacekeeper, you're most likely going to choke up. I hate to say it, but it just takes forever to spin up. That would be my downside. Other than that, it's probably one of the best assault rifles in the game, next to the R301 or, like I said, the VK Flatline. Definitely something that you're going to want to save your attachments for. If you're really looking forward to using this gun, you're going to want to try and find some attachments. So you're going to want to try and find a bunch of energy ammo. Even when you first drop, find some energy ammo, run down, try and find a hop up for it, either select fire or turbocharger, as they're kind of a little bit more rare with this new update because of the new weapon. We're going to be covering more things about this, more gameplay. As you can see, I'll have some more gameplay up with the rest of the week. I do have a pretty good 3 feed here, although I had no attachments on it whatsoever. So it is a pretty decent gun. Even when you start out, it just melts right through armor. Melts through health really quickly. It can literally down an enemy in like 3 seconds. I wish I had gotten this clip earlier of when I got a 3-man earlier. I mean, this is a 3-man, but it was a quick 3-man. It was like literally 2 or 3 seconds. It has tons of damage. That would be the new gun I would keep your eye out for, is to bring that to the table. A lot of people are using it right now. You can tell when people are using it because it winds up really quickly or energy ammo flies out. As you can see here, I'm using the single fire attachment. It does some pretty damn good damage across range. Like I said, it's only got a 25 mag. Can be also enhanced, so you're stuck at 25. It's like the Devastator. You're limited to 25. It takes literally like 1 to 1.5 seconds to drain this mag. So it is insanely beneficial to make sure you make the shots count. And once you're not seeing them, just lay off the trigger, because you're going to be draining tons of energy ammo, and they're really hard to find. Unless you're facing another dude with, like, say, he's using either like a triple take or using another energy weapon, you're not going to be able to find it very easily. That clip right there was a pretty damn good example of what can happen when you're using the energy type weapons. And there's not really a lot of cool skins for it either. There's only 2 legendary items, same amount, pretty much everything back over again. Epic camos are pretty much the same, which is kind of unfortunate. I really wish that they would have added more legendary skins, because a lot of the other games, a lot of other guns, I should say, have really good attachments and skins and stuff like that. This is a pretty well balanced gun. It was in the trailer, actually. Apparently somewhere in this trailer they did have the gun in it, so maybe we'll have to scan the trailer again to see if we could find another gun possibly. I will say they're going to add new characters soon, possibly in March. That's the latest thing I can think of, but we'll have a video later on that later this week. So if you guys really enjoyed the gameplay, if you guys are enjoying the Havok, make sure you guys follow the comments down below, and make sure you subscribe for more content just like this every single week. We usually try and do a lot of the newest stuff, especially with Apex with its new gun. Or we'd really like to see more stuff happen on the channel as people continuously get on and off this channel. I would like to see that grow more, you know, as more ambitious titles grow out. I do reviews, stuff like that. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for that stuff. Yeah, definitely let me hear what you guys think about the new energy weapon right here. I get a 3 feet as well off the energy weapon. I've really enjoyed it. I've gotten quite a bit of kills with it, probably 60 just today. So it's pretty damn good. I would definitely recommend anyone using it for any new timers, or if you're just kind of getting new to the game, as it has a really high DPS and it just mows down enemies. The one thing, like I said, it's conserve ammo, and it only is capped out at 25, so it's really OP. Especially if you have tons of ammo and you have good hop-ups like turbocharger or select fire. It's insanely good. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more great content just like this every single week. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.